We should be live. Hey guys. Hopefully you can hear me. So here's the deal. Here's what's happening right now. And let me know if you can hear me. And hopefully you can. So here's the deal. I, of course, dilly-dallied around all day today. And then what happens when I do that is I get distracted. And then I forget that I've got stuff to do, like get ready for my live. And I think, oh, you know what? I can do it. I can get ready for my live. I still have plenty of time. And then I keep telling myself that, and then I get distracted with something else because I've got like shiny object syndrome. So anyways, I am here, and it's a little late today. So this is the problem I've run into today when I was like, hey, this will be really easy. Most of my stuff is already set up. I just have to drop in some new stuff that I thought would be easy to do. And actually that part was, because I'm testing a 2 PC setup, and that part was actually easy. What I'm having issues with, oh, we can see you and hear you. Oh, awesome. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Paul. Okay, great. So this is what I'm running into right now. As you can see, the little clock timer is going, but not the timer. The timer's not there, right? So the timer's not there. I have no idea what's happening. Like, I checked my settings, like, it's not my file. For some reason, I don't know if it's a new version of vMix or what. Hey Rob, how are you? But for some reason, the text from the little countdown is not showing up right now. Don't know why. And guess what? That also means the same thing is happening with my comments coming in from vMix, from vMix Social. So I can see comments, but my little overlay, not working. Don't know why. That's just the way it is. So, of course, that's what happens. Yeah, weird, right, Sammy? Like, I have no idea. Like, because I'm checking to make sure. Like, I thought maybe the file was wrong or something happened. Like, the file path was weird, but it's not. It's like I'm seeing it in my vMix, and I can edit like the title graphics or whatever, but the graphic itself is not showing up. And I was like, oh, well, maybe the graphic is black. Maybe that's why, because it's black on a black screen. Change the coloring, nothing is showing up. And again, I didn't really have time to change anything because normally this all works. I don't have to mess with this at all, and I just bring in all my other stuff. But yeah, so anyways, point being, that's what happened. So we'll just let's go to this now, because we can say the countdown timer's over, and I'm going to turn off the music here, and now you can just hear me. So I have the other thing I did since last week is I added my Go XLR to this, and I'm really liking it. I've been playing around with my Go XLR all week. And if you don't know Go XLR, if anyone doesn't know, it's kind of like a sound mixer, soundboard kind of thing. So my microphone is now running through that, and then I can manage all my audio stuff right from the Go XLR, which is great, and I really love it. So I'm definitely enjoying that piece. So that's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with that. But yeah, so anyways, that's where we're at today. That's why today's a little off kilter. And yeah, so then of course the other thing is I'm going to try some new stuff, because I'm trying to have like the main PC that is streaming just basically focus on just doing that. Stream. It needs to do its job. It needs to stream and not really have a lot of other extra stuff on that computer. So then I'm bringing in another PC, which you'll see where the overlays and all the other stuff is coming from a different PC. And I want to see if that works any different. And hopefully they don't have any latency issues either, in terms of like, you know, I get, you know, the stream all of a sudden kind of buffers out for a second. So that's what we're trying today. For right now, we're going to give it a shot. So that is where we are. Speaking of which, let's go into this next one, which we talk about. So what do I talk about? Hi, welcome everybody. If you're new, hi, welcome. I'm CK. This is CK's Antics. What do we talk about here? We talk about new things that are happening that I think I find funny on the internet, or I found funny. Something I'm watching lately, it's been WandaVision. That's what's going to be this week too. And then also the interesting like holidays that are coming up. Well, I kind of cover all of them. So anyways, this one I know it's a little fuzzy. I'm still working on this one, but you'll see it. So we'll talk through the holidays for this coming week. And then we'll go into my funny finds, which I did find a couple of them, of course. And then, of course, we're just going to talk WandaVision, because I'm so like entranced right now by WandaVision. And there was something else I watched earlier, and early this week, and I'm totally blanking it's coming to me. Like it's kind of there. Like I'll come up with it. I'm pretty sure I'll talk about it. If I can remember it by the time I get to that, we'll talk about it because it is really interesting. Like it's there. Like it's almost like at the top of my mind. So anyways, we'll go to the next slide. All right, I think we are. Okay, there we go. So now we're on national holidays. I know it's a little bit fuzzy, but here's the stuff that we've got coming up. Okay, we've got starting tomorrow, Sunday, we've got E-Day for Education Day. That's what that E stands for, Education Day. We got National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. We got National Fettuccine Alfredo Day. Who doesn't like some fettuccine alfredo? I do. I love some fettuccine alfredo. Actually, I love pasta. Pasta in general, I love. So I'm okay with that. We got National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Yes, and you should do that. You definitely should send a card to a friend because, honestly, in this day, not an e-card, like an actual, the thing that you put in an envelope, you put a stamp on it, and then you send it off in the mail, that thing. Because we don't get enough of that. Honestly, these days, I think snail mail is nice to receive. Something handwritten from someone, and just a little note to say, hey, thinking about you, hope you're having a great day. Those are nice to receive, at least for me. I think they are. Let me know. Let me know if you're like, no, I'm okay. Send me the e-card. I'd rather have that than something in the mail. Personally, I love getting letters. I think they're great. And yeah, pasta. Yes, exactly, Rob. Pasta is great. Oh, and then we've got national, we got national, we were talking about that one. Oh, Super Bowl. That's right. Tomorrow's a Super Bowl. Totally blank that one. Don't watch it. Don't really watch football. Haven't really watched football in a couple of years, to be honest with you. Even though Chicago Bears are our team, and I root for them, even though I don't watch. I do check the scores afterwards, but obviously Bears are not in it this year. Haven't been in quite some time. So, are you watching the Super Bowl? Like, I'm curious to know, what are you doing? Yeah, Paul. Personal letters are the best. They really are. Yeah, but Super Bowl. I have no desire to watch the Super Bowl. I think, let's see, if memory serves, it's the Buccaneers and the Chiefs, I believe, right? Buccaneers and Chiefs. I would like to see, because the Chiefs won last year, and so I'm kind of rooting for them just because it's a repeat. I like to see teams, be able to go back to back. I think that's kind of cool. But for me, honestly, well, no, now that I think of this, because Tom Brady is the quarterback, right? He's the quarterback now for the Buccaneers. Yeah, so that's an easy choice. I'm still not a Tom Brady fan. Never was a Patriots fan. Still not a Patriots fan. But yeah, not a fan of Tom Brady. So yeah, definitely going for the Chiefs. Whether I watch the game or not, I'm not quite sure. Usually, would just more curious about the ads, but I even think this year the ads are different this year. I think they really are. I think they're doing something different. I saw something like an article about like how they've kind of stopped or not stopped, but like I know Budweiser, the Anheuser-Busch, the big one that we typically I know I always typically look forward to because I love the horses, the Clydesdales, and they always do such a good job at like tugging at your heart on those commercials. But anyways, I don't think they're doing commercials this year. So I'm curious to know what those commercials are. Have no desire to watch the halftime show. Oh, I always walk away during that usually. But with the internet and everything, most of the time I can usually just go and catch those commercials on YouTube or something that are going to be aired anyways. So I don't really need to watch the game. So I'm not sure. I haven't decided if I'm really going to watch the game or if I might kind of check on the game, check on the scores. Let me know. Are you going to be watching the game? Are you have any vested interest in the game? Are you betting on the game? I know some of you are bettors. So bring back the Budweiser frogs, Rob. Yeah, that's right. Those were pretty funny. I did like the frogs, but honestly, I love the Clydesdales. I just love I don't know. I think they're beautiful horses, and in general, I think they do a great job. But anyways, so enough about what's happening tomorrow. Besides the Super Bowl, then we got Monday. We've got National Boy Scouts Day, National Kite Flying Day. I love flying kites. It's been a while since I flew a kite. Then on Tuesday, we've got National Pizza Day, National Toothache Day, which I'm not really sure that's like, I don't really want to have a National Toothache Day. I don't want to celebrate that. Who wants to celebrate toothaches? That's a stupid one. And then National Safe Internet Day. Well, that's good because we should be safe on the internet. I am betting. Okay, so Paul, you are betting on the game. You love some Tom Brady, but you might be on the side of the Chiefs. They're so good. Okay, interesting. So I'm still confused then. Are you betting? Like, what do you bet? Like, like, are you betting the spread? Can you bet like two different things? Can you bet for like a quarterback, like yardages? How are you? I'm curious to know if you are betting, because I think as I understand, like betting has got so many what's the word? Not avenues, but aspects to it, where you can like bet the spread, you can bet like maybe yardages, if you're like passes, carries, all that good stuff that I'm, trying to think of football terminology here. But yeah, I'm curious to know, what are you spending? I'm watching the game. Okay. Overrating. Oh, okay. Overeating. Nice. Overeating. Betting the Chiefs beat the spread. I think the spread is 3.5 points. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Good. So I will be cheering for you, Paul. That's honestly it. I will be cheering that Paul wins lots of money. So everyone should be cheering for Paul. I don't care if you have vested interest in either the Buccaneers or the Chiefs. We all have vested interest in Paul. So everybody root Paul on, because Paul needs to win some money. So there we go. All right. What else is coming up this week? Let's see. Wednesday. Wednesday is National Umbrella Day, so that's kind of cool. I like umbrellas. Umbrellas are fun. And we go into Thursday. Thursday's a ton of stuff. So we got Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. I love this. We have an actual day for this. International Day of Women and Girls in Science. That's a good one, actually. That's very important. Boy, do I gotta get me that sweet little Go XLR. Yeah, so I'll test some stuff out. I'll show you some interesting kind of features that I'm really liking on the Go XLR. Anyways, so women and girls in science, awesome. We should definitely celebrate that, because there are a lot of cool things that both women and girls have done in the field of science. National Clean Out Your Computer Day. That's a good one, and I'm probably going to do that as I really probably completely reset my whole entire, what is going to be my streaming PC. I've officially said that now, and that way I can do it that way and just make sure only important stuff is running on that I need for streaming. Everything else is going to take off that computer, so that'll be nice. Ooh, and National Guitar Day. I do like that one. I play a little guitar. Not great. Not great at all. It's been truly years since I've actually picked it up. Actually, more than years, probably decades since I've truly picked it up and played. National Inventors Day. I like inventing things, whether or not they work well, but I do have a very inventive mind. My grandfather actually was an inventor. He has had several patents, and I would like to actually be able to search the patent archive and find them and see if I could like frame like some of the sketches that he's done and all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be really cool. But I think I have to buy a subscription or something. I kind of briefly looked into it, but I think I have to purchase something to be able to search through their archive of like patents that have expired. But yeah, my grandfather actually has invented lots of things. He had his own. We had our own family business that my dad and his two brothers ran for decades as well. And yeah, so my grandfather, the whole like the spatula, the plastic spatula, my grandfather did that. He did, oh god, man, there's so many things. Like there's, honestly, like I really do need to write these things down, because my dad has mentioned them several times to me, like what my grandfather actually invented. But I just keep forgetting what that is. And a lot of it really came from basically him wanting to help my grandmother out and around, like, especially around the house and stuff. So basically she'd say, I wish X would be able to do this, or I wish I had this thing to do this. And my grandfather was just like, sure, well, why not? And then he would go and basically do that in his little shop. He would figure it out and go make something for her. And then she tried it out and she liked it. So that's kind of how a lot of his stuff kind of came about. Is just him wanting to help his wife out, my grandma out, which I think is really cute. But anyways, so then we also have National Make a Friend Day on Thursday. It's nice to make a friend. I like making friends. Friday, we've got Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Oh, that's right. We've got another holiday coming up, right? Well, at least federal holiday. Oh, interesting. So that must mean that next weekend is going to be 3-day weekend. Nice. All right. Ooh, Chinese New Year. And I believe, what is this year? I can't remember what. I'm going to bring this up here so I can kind of look at it later. to see what it is. I can bring that up. Let's just look. What is Chinese New Year? Does it say what this year is? I thought the Chinese New Year, I thought this was like the year of the, no, it doesn't say real quick, and I don't want to waste your time trying to figure this one out. I want to say it's of course it's an animal. It's always an animal. But is it the pig? Is it the year of the pig? I don't know. Yeah, I know, right? My grandfather, it is pretty cool. Like, I really, and I didn't really realize that, because my parents were, like, growing up, my parents were much older than, I say much older, like, I mean, probably 8 to 10 years older than most of my friends' parents growing up. So, and I came along a little late. Like, my parents didn't get me, when I say get me, because I'm adopted, my parents didn't adopt me until, like, they were in their mid-30s to late 30s. So, I'm kind of, so my grandparents have all since passed, but, yeah, so it's interesting. Growing up, I didn't really, I knew my grandfather was very inventive. Like, he liked to tinker around and do stuff. I didn't realize that he actually had patents until talking to my dad when I was adult and realizing these things out now. So I would, like I said, would like to get that kind of stuff. But anyways, back to this. Back to what we're talking about here. So Chinese New Year coming up on Friday. Darwin Day. Oh, good. Okay. National Freedom of Mary Day. National Plum Pudding Day. I like some plum pudding. Anything with food, usually when we talk about food and national holidays, I'm all about it. Saturday is Galentine's Day. If you ever watched Park and Rec, that's pretty much where that comes from, Galentine's Day. And we've got National Tortellini Day, so another pasta day coming up this week, so that's awesome. That's on Saturday. And then World Radio Day, so that's another good one. So there's lots of cool, like, little awesome holidays coming up this week. And I'm excited. I'm excited about a lot of those. Those all look really fun. And little teaser for Saturday next week, and surprisingly, it's not on this list, and I just learned about this little fun fact today, is guess what happens on February 14th, or what is celebrated on February 14th, other than, of course, Valentine's Day. You ready for this one? This is kind of interesting. Like I said, I found out about this today watching someone else's YouTube stream, and this was kind of cool. YouTube was invented, like first debuted on February 14th. And the reason why, if you're like, why is it February 14th? Because YouTube initially started as a dating site. Yep, a dating site. That was YouTube. YouTube started on February 14th. I don't know the year, but it started originally as a dating website. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And of course, obviously, basically people who used it started making it for other things than initially they intended it for. Very much like Facebook, right? Where you create this thing, it's great, people like it, but then they change the use to what they want to use it for. So instead of people like uploading like profiles and stuff, but basically they were supposed to, as I understood, upload like their video profile of themselves, like, hey, here I am, I'm on the dating scene, la 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 la. People basically started uploading like videos of cats and all that kind of stuff. And so YouTube had to make a decision, like, where do we go with this? And obviously they said, all right, so this is not a dating site anymore. This is just going to be apparently people having whatever videos they want on it. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyways, enough of that. Now we're going to go to our funny finds of the week, which are pretty cool. At least I thought they were. So what do we have up first? Of course, this one is very much about cats this week. I found a lot of stuff on cats, so I thought this was pretty cool. So the first one, and all this stuff is Board Panda. Any of the links you want for even the national holidays, where I get them and everything, are down below in the description. But this one was really cool. So an artist sums up the life of a cat in 30 comics. So this person is also on, as you can see, they're on Instagram. They have their own site, and they have a Facebook page too. But I love this. These are great. Like, granted, I have no cats, but I have friends that have cats, and I definitely see from the pictures that my friends post what it's like to have a cat. And this is pretty much it, right? I just want to be alone. The little kitty's like, okay, sure. I want to be alone with you. Oh, see, that's cute. That's adorable, right? I think that's adorable. And we'll go to another one here. Yep, warms your head, warms your feet, warms your hand, and then, oh, there you go, warms your soul. Oh, isn't that cute? I think these are adorable. Again, cute and adorable. Here's another one. This catnip is supposed to be pretty strong, but I don't feel a thing. Psst. His little tail. His little tail has a face now. That's awesome. Want to discuss government conspiracies while chasing me like a maniac? Hell yeah. Ooh, hey, this is a good time to try some like new things, right? So here we go. I haven't really tested this, so let me know if this is too much for your little eerie ears, but here we go. We're going to test like some of the voice stuff. We're going to test some voice stuff on here and see what happens. So I could do robot here. There. How's that? Ooh, that's really weird. It sounds really weird in my ear. I don't like that one. Let's take that one off. Okay. Let's do
pitch, right? There we go. Here, this is a good one, right? If I want to do different voices, this is great. So I can just do this real quick, and I can either
turn the button on, turn the button off, real simple. So we can do, hey, this catnap is supposed to like be pretty strong, but I don't feel a thing.
Psst, psst, psst. Hey, want to discuss government conspiracies while chasing me like a maniac?
Hell yeah! Isn't that fun? Anyways, yeah. So these are the fun things I get to do with my Go XLR really easily without messing with anything else. And I can have all these cool presets. So anyways, that's pretty cool. But we'll go through more of these. Yep, feed me. Tell me I'm pretty. I've seen a lot of my friends talk about that when they have their cat. We'll do one more and then we'll go to the next one. This one's a little bit long. All right, little claw underneath the bed here. This is look at that. Your little kitty cat is protecting you. That's pretty funny. That's kind of funny. Yep. There we go. All right, we'll go to the next one here. This is still another good one, right? So this one, again, I thought is hilarious. So farm rents out their goats for Zoom conference calls. Yep. $7 for 5 minutes, and they raised $68,000. So yeah. Now, this would definitely entertain me for sure, because I don't know if you, like me, have done a lot of Zoom or video conferencing, whether it's Zoom or something else, but you've been doing a lot of video conferencing over the last year or soon to be a year, and you're kind of maybe zoomed out, right? Well, this would definitely make Zoom or any conference meeting much more enjoyable if I got to watch a goat or basically have a conversation with a goat. That was pretty cool. So I thought that was kind of neat. Yep, and here it is, pictures of people Zooming with a goat, which I think is hilarious. All right, so there's that one. Next one we're going to talk about is, so I have highlighted this comic before, but he's got 15 new comics, and I really love them because they're educational, right? So he gives you cute art, but then it's also very educational. So this one is about manatees. They, granted, I never read these before coming on live, right? So this is always good. I love, then you get to see me completely lose my composure, right? So manatees fart to help regulate their buoyancy, which totally makes sense if you understand physics, right? They release gas to sink or storing it up to raise. Now, that is very interesting. If you think about the ability to store it up, that takes a lot, right? That takes a lot. Interesting. Justine, come down. Stop eating the ice cream. You're lactose intolerant. Never. This is my life now. Oh my god, way too much. I'm having way too much fun. These are way too hilarious. Polar bears feed mainly on seals, but they will eat a walrus, large fish, and reindeer when available. Holy crap. They eat reindeer? That's crazy. How do they eat reindeer? Oh, look at that. It looks like Santa. You mind telling me why that tummy is oh so bright? He ate Rudolph. Oh my goodness. This is too funny. We'll do one more. All right. Self-acceptance. Blue jays, though both widespread and easily recognizable, are the official state bird of nowhere. Oh, I feel sad now. I feel sad for the blue jay. And you know what? That's okay, because I'm good enough, I am smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. That's right. People do like you, Bluebird. All right, here's the other one. And the final one. This was really cool. Again, I said cats. Cats was kind of a big one. This guy here photoshopped cats into landscapes. What is better than Photoshop cats into stuff? Here's So this is pretty tight and sweet. I think this is awesome. Oh, yes, this is good. This is real good. I love it. Here's another one. Oh, good. There you go. The cat messing with a very gigantic tower there. Yes, that's another beautiful one. Oh, here we go. Cat just having its good old time at a nice little crosswalk, which that crosswalk very much reminds me of Japan. I remember there's in Tokyo, there's a huge crosswalk that's very similar to that. I don't know any other place in the world where there's like a triangular type crosswalk. So that's why I say this is probably in Japan, taken from Japan. Here's another one. Oh, look at this. In the Coliseum or a little tucked away. Yep, cats go anywhere. This one. Yeah, so these are all, and again, I enjoy all this stuff. So again, if you want to see any of those things, you can find all that stuff below in the description. If you want to look more into them, go for it. But again, so I know I've talked WandaVision so long, but for so much, but this is just so good that it just warrants being talked about again. And I kind of probably will each week. So here's the deal. If you said, hey, I'm going to try this WandaVision thing out. Let's try it out. And you like basically gave up after 3 episodes because it started off kind of weird, right? It started off, if you watched it, it started off with like a 50s kind of setting with Wanda and Vision basically living out some like 50s TV comic show. And then episode 2 was a 60s setting, again, kind of living out this very comic-like TV show, Wanda and Vision. Episode 3 was like that, but it got a little weird, and you started like, okay, something's happening. What's going on? And if you're like, you know what, I don't like this though, it's kind of boring, I don't like this thing, and you gave up, I'm telling you right now, even if you like gave up after the first episode, or you heard other people like, this is what it's like, just go and watch episode 4. Okay, it will totally, I think, redeem your thoughts on like what you think Marvel, like what you thought maybe it should have been when it started. And I think it's really good. And they bring in some ties to the MCU universe, right? Marvel Comic Universe. They bring in the ties, especially in episode 4. And then yesterday was the release of episode 5, which was really good. It's getting really good. And man, it definitely, as a fan, and when I say a fan, like I'm a fan of the Marvel Comic Universe. I never got into like the actual comics themselves, but I do like to go and watch like the post analysis videos after I watch the episode. I like to go find like the analysis videos, post analysis of the episodes, because there are people out there that are like really into this, and they can say, hey, and this is a tie, or this is an Easter egg from the comic number XXX from this comic. So it's really interesting what they're doing and how they're tying both the comic piece of this as well as the MCU together into this. And it's really good. It's really good. So if you're just an MCU fan, you're going to love it too, because you're going to see characters you know or you've seen in the past. I promise you will. And it's getting really good. So it is, yeah, these last 2 episodes, Paul, exactly, have been so good. So yeah, it's a tough one. But in terms of like me trying to like, cause I want to figure it out. Like I like that. I like trying to figure out where they're going with this, what is happening right now, what's going on. Some of my predictions have been right. Some of them I have not. I did hear, Paul made a prediction, which I think would be great if it happened. And that is, Deadpool. Deadpool shows up. That would be great. That would be great if somehow they managed to do that one. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, even though I do love that prediction. But anyways, enough about WandaVision. But speaking of which, it did remind me of the other show that I finally caught up on, and that's the one it's a new episode or new season that just started in January. It came out, they're only in season 2. The first season came out last year, and that is Zoe's Playlist. I believe it's on NBC. Could be on one of the other channels, but I believe it's NBC. But anyways, oh my goodness, I so love that TV series. Zoe's Playlist, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it, especially if you like's not even the right word. if you appreciate music. And what I mean by that is if you just like you enjoy music for the music, and you like a whole like length of genres from like the 50s, I think they've gone back as far as maybe 50s, 60s type music up to present day, and you like the idea of kind of like a, not so much like Broadway, but they like sometimes they break out in song, and so they kind of have like these moments where they break out and dance and sing. But I just really, really like it, and I like what they've done, how they do it, and how it's integrated, and their song choices are so good, and the story itself is so good. So if you haven't seen it and you appreciate music, you like kind of musicals kind of stuff, I think you will like this one, Zoe's Playlist. I believe it's on NBC, could be on ABC, one of those two. So anyways, highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. I love it, and I love this season so far. I literally got caught up. I was like 5 episodes behind. So I'm finally caught up now, all the way, and I'm so happy what they did with this season, because how it ended last year, I was kind of curious to see where it would go. And again, so good. I really, really enjoy it. So anyways, that's really all I have for this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. And again, we'll do some more playing around with my Go XLR as I get everything kind of situated here and get this figured out. But yeah, so I'm really, like I said, I'm really liking this. And I like to play around
with my voice like this, because it's kind of fun. So hopefully you like that. And by the way, don't forget, after me, you have about like 20 minutes before you can go check out Paul Burke. He's going to be playing games tonight, right? Are we playing games, Paul? Are we playing games? I hope we're playing games. That's my favorite thing about Saturday night, is playing games with Paul Burke. So he does Jackbox, right? Yeah, right, Sammy. This is fun. This is really, really fun. I love this. This is good. Yeah. So, are we playing games, Paul? Let me know. I'm excited. You are funny. Oh, thanks, Sammy. Great. Yes, I'm editing a video right now. Ugh, so behind. Okay, good. So that's right. Okay, so not only is Paul doing games, Jackpot games, but he's been like putting out really good content like every day, like really like recorded stuff, and it's really, really cool. And so, yeah, but basically, let's go play games tonight with Paul Burke. We're going to play some Jackpot games. He typically comes around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 5 p.m. Pacific. Might be a little late today, but that's okay, because I'm late too today. So, hey, it happens. But definitely, go check him out, because we're going to have a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll see you over there. And guess what? Have a great week. And I'll see you later. Bye. Bye. I gotta end my stream. Oh, there's my button. Ending stream. That voice does not sound like you. Exactly. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to, Sammy. It's the Go XLR. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye.